What's up, ladies and gentlemen, collectors of all ages? This is Sean with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Thank you for tuning in. Quick little, I guess, news break. You guys saw the Monday market report. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. I would like to think that a lot of my viewers did watch the Monday market report, where we checked out some of the biggest post 1900 modern graded coins to have sold here in the last week. All primarily from the last 7 days of December. And then, of course, New Year's Day ended up being the final day of auction activity on none other than greatcollections.com. But after that video, I've had a few people reach out specifically to want to know more about the coin that everybody was talking about. And who could forget the 2-team Lincoln Shield cent that sold for over $9,000 with a buyer's premium. Oh my goodness. I didn't know it would be that big of a deal until I actually posted the video. I mean, yeah, sure. The registry set crowd, are kind of an irrational bunch. You've heard me say that before. A lot of people are pouring lots of money into these top pop graded coins, and in a way had kind of opened the floodgates to a completely very, very niche segment of numismatics. All right, it's probably no different than collecting trade tokens or something like that. It's very niche, but it's also a community that is also growing. A lot more interest is being driven into it because of what it is. And what it is, ladies and gentlemen, is simply just an assembly of some of the finest graded coins all put together. And it's crazy because it's all literally just bragging rights. Sure, if you're the top series, by points standards, you get things like a cool little, recognition. You also get a few of those coin grading submission vouchers as well, for future submissions, things like that. But, I mean, wow. This kind of changes the game a little bit. And this coin, I would say, just to let you guys know, for as much as it sold for, it was equally impressive to see the PCGS price guide value of this coin. So a few things that I wanted to touch upon when we're talking about this is I want you guys to have kind of like an open mind when it comes to this, because it's not just a regular run-of-the-mill 2014 Lincoln Shield cent. It's actually the only recognized FS numbered, cherry picker's guide numbered, cataloged, whatever you will call it, Lincoln Shield cent to date. And that kind of plays a huge role as to why this one got so much activity, so much attention here in the last few weeks, is because of that. And it is indeed a top pop grade, whereas other coins that don't have the double to die obverse on this one have graded much higher. I think there is 68 is the highest grade for a 2014 Lincoln Shield cent. So just to kind of recap, you guys see my mouse pointer. I mean, this is the slab label. It says Shield DDO FS101. It's the only recognized cherry picker's guide variety. Mid-State 67 red is the grade that was assigned by PCGS for this particular example. And if you can't see it, there's really nice doubling in the date. You can tell it's kind of like stretched outwards, up and down, and also Liberty as well. It's impressive for being, I guess it's a class 8 or class 9 double to die. This is exactly the kind of byproduct of a double die that you would expect from the single squeeze press era, which is what we're living in right now when we're seeing these new coins. And it's been like that for quite some time now, since the turn of the century. So, to a lot of folks who are kind of comparing this to a 1950, someone had actually pointed out, why in the world would I buy this when I could buy a really nice mid-state red 1955 double-die Lincoln cent and probably has some money left over, you know, to do whatever with it. And they're not wrong, really. I mean, they're not. They are 100% correct. And me, Blue Ridge, as a purist of classic coins, I would much rather have a 1955 DDO Lincoln cent. Or maybe that three-legged buffalo, you know, in mid-state condition. You could think of just a whole laundry list of other coins or things that you could buy for $9,000. This coin on screen, hardly the coin that I would say would be at the top of the list of coins that I would leverage heavily for. And it's just insane. This whole thing is insane. But when we get to this data right here, obviously we have the actual auction on Great Collections. I mean, you can see it right there. $9,030.38 was the final sale with the buyer's fee. All right, it's always important to bring that up. Ended, as you can see, January 1st, right there, 2023, just yesterday. And that's interesting. It sold at 4:44 in the afternoon and 42. So 2 seconds away from being all fours, which is kind of crazy. That's like a crazy angel number if I've ever seen one. But yeah, I mean, this is a landmark sale if I've ever seen it. This is probably, I would say, and this is just pure guess because I haven't really looked at some of the other Shield Cents. The Shield Cent series has only been around since 2010. So it's still relatively new. It's only 13 years old as of this year. But it's the only coin that I could ever think of that has sold this close to $10,000 ever. So what this sale does is it kind of opens up the idea that other coins within this particular short series might follow suit. Now, some of you are going to say, well, it's the double die. If there are no other double dies in any of the other dates that are recognized by an FS catalog number, then it probably shouldn't warrant this kind of money. No, and again, you're absolutely right. But this also sets the stage for what could possibly be new FS listed double dies. The 2015, what is that, DDO number 5? Will probably one day be an FS listed double die. And there are a few others. There's a really impressive 2018. The 2011 is another big one. 2012. If you guys took the time to go on a website like coppercoins.com or some other site like that and just really breeze through the list of the various double dies on there for this Shield Cent series, it's going to blow your mind. There's actually quite a few of them. And, you know, at the end of the day, when we're sitting here looking at these things and we're considering possibly doing something similar to this 2014, where once it becomes an FS listed number, the registry sets and the people who participate in those, they're going to be keeping an eye out for the top graded FS listed other dates of Shield Cents. So now might be a good time to kind of like start speculating on some of these other double dies and just sit on them. Because it's only going to be a matter of time. You know, there's, again, so many just unbelievable, beautiful, recognized double dies in this short little series that eventually they will become FS listed. Here's the coin right on PCGS's website. So they have it listed here because it's an FS number. 1 cent shield, DDO, regular strike, which means business strike. But in case you guys are looking to see a little bit of a close-up, I mean, look at the doubling in the date. Everything's all stretched out, going up and down. The 2 is ultra thick at the top curl and bottom bar or base. And then check out the zero. It's got that kind of oddball cat's eye circle on the inside of the zero. And that's, these are all kind of things that you look out for on these coins. And then, of course, Liberty showing the appropriate amount of thickness. I mean, look at the top of the T and the Y. I mean, it's just amazing. This is a very strong double die, and it's very worthy of an FS number. Hard to believe that this thing even existed in our change today. And I'm telling you guys, this is a coin, again, that if another one came up in maybe a 67 plus, I mean, let's scroll down here to the pops. So we have 9 graded in a 66. I mean, you see a $1,000 value, even in a coin that grades only 66, but there's not only 9 examples that were graded at that level. Nothing in 66 plus. And then you have 3 examples here in 67, but look at the PCGS price guide value, $2,000. 4.5 times what the PCGS price guide value is what that coin on Great Collection sold for. And you have to put it into perspective. There's only 3 of them, and Lincoln Cents are the most widely collected series, not only on the registry set side, but also for everybody else who collects middle range coins, middle kind of like VFXF coins, or people who just like to assemble a full album. People collect the Lincoln Cents because of how large and broad this subject is, or this series, because it's over 100 years old. But also the variety within. You can get coins on the cheap for 50 cents to $1 and fill in a good portion of an album. And that's really what makes this such a popular crowd pleaser in the numismatics hobby, is that it is a very approachable series. All right. And then when you see things like this with a landmark $9,000 sale on a coin that's just 9 years old as of yesterday, I mean, that is a huge win for the hobby. When you can see stuff like this, it opens up the floodgates of possibility for people that are not only looking to collect into the series, but possibly also try and speculate or make money or do things like of that nature. Obviously, you would need to find a very, very marquee, very clean example of this coin in order for it to be worthwhile of grading. So when we take that into account here, this is not going to end the conversation. In the next 10 years, we're going to see things open up quite a bit. There are people already that are trying to pick up and cherry pick some of the finest grades of these other unattributed or un-FS attributed double to die varieties, and they're holding on to those. Maybe they're sending them out to Annex or something like that, or maybe NGC through their Variety Plus program, and they're just waiting for that day before these things become FS listed, and then it's going to be all hands on deck. People are going to be scouring the internet for these coins, and they're going to be ready to pounce on the opportunity to send these to PCGS and rake in the big bucks. So that's why I wanted to talk about in this one, kind of give you a little bit of explanation as to why a coin like this that's barely 9 years old ended up closing so close to $10,000. I can't even believe I'm saying that. But yeah, there you go. That's my presentation on the 2014 DDO FS101. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You're getting a little bit of extra coverage on this because of everybody talking about it, and it's fine. I wanted to spend some time to do just that. We will be on for the live coin Q&A show tonight, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Come join us. We have a whole bevy of various coins to talk about from viewers like you that have submitted your coin questions and photos to us. You could always do the same as well. Our email is info@livecoinqa.com. So we hope to see you guys there tonight. Other than that, Happy New Year. Have a great day. Hope to see you guys on our live stream. Take care.